Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jomo Show, and welcome to a brand new segment. That album. Obviously, starting with the album called Mercury-Act 1 by Imagine Dragons, because it's my favorite band. But, I have a couple of these albums in mind, but if you guys want to see me do a specific album, go down in the comments, type it out. I'll be sure to read it, and I'll definitely do it if you guys enjoy this content. Now, I think I'm just going to explain how it works while I'm doing one, because I'm kind of going over every single song of the album, and then, kind of give my T's and P's about it. And, maybe if I talk about a song, and maybe if I describe something that you guys enjoy, maybe you guys want to add that song to your repertoire. French. And if you guys give me an album that I maybe would not consider listening to in the comments and add to my repertoire, I would really enjoy that. I think you guys would enjoy it too. So that's where I'm kind of coming from with this segment. Music is awesome, and I'd love to get more good music in my life, because there's no cap on that. I hope I can provide some awesome music for you guys as well. So let's just get into it, and I'll kind of explain what I'm kind of basing this off of. So the first song of Mercury-Act 1 is My Life. Now you see there's two different scorings. So there's vocals, and I'm kind of going off of it's like half the lyrics, so like the actual words that are being said, and the other half is like the sound that's produced from the vocals, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like it's out of 5, so it's kind of like a 2.5 out of 2.5 technically, but it's just what I'm feeling. And then music, the drums, keyboard, guitars, all that, all in one. So as you can see, vocals a 4.7 out of 5, and then music a 4.9 out of 5. And the first time I listened to this song, I thought right away this would be a great song to just open a concert with. It's just that feel. And sure enough, they opened the concert with it. I went to a Imagine Dragons concert in February, I think, and they opened it, and they closed with it technically. And yeah, it's just one of those songs that it's just a good song started with your day. Good meaning, I think the music that's why I have the music higher. There's awesome guitar solo, the drums is awesome, and yeah. So it's 9.6. It's starting off high. And, I'm not going to give 10s that a whole lot, just like the top of the top. And speaking of 10s, the second track is called Lonely. Right when I heard this song the first time, like the first 10 got me hooked. I love this song. My favorite song from the album. 5 out of 5. Vocals and music. It's awesome. I highly recommend giving you a listen. If you haven't already. I love it. It's kind of it. If you want to get a general feel of like what type of music I like to listen to, this is kind of like the staple, sort of. I kind of like a lot of different types of music. So also with your comments, don't be afraid to, put a rap album, put a heavy rock album, put any type of album that you want me to grade, just to see how I would grade it, I guess, or rate it. And yeah, just go for it. But Lonely, if you give this song, this is kind of like the type of sound that I like. One of my top sounds that I like the most. Love the song. Check it out. And then the third track is Wrecked, which is one that some of you may have heard on the radio. This was a single, as you can tell by the different Art. This was about the lead singer's sister-in-law, I believe, that passed away. So kind of the meanings and the meaning of the lyrics and even the sound, the harmonies throughout the music. That's what 5 out of 5. Music, I mean, it's not 5 out of 5, but 4.8 is still good. So I gave it a 9.8. Very good meaning song. Just all around another great song. Now, Monday. Now, I'll say music, as you can see, 4.9 out of 5. I love the music portion of this song. 4.4, the meaning is max, but the sound is just a little, let's just say it's a song that is meant to just like brighten your day, so if you're just having a bad day, put this song on, put it in a playlist to make you feel better. It's a little different sounding, but it's meant to, it's a peppy song, the music, if you listen to it with like 2 headphones in, you'll get a really cool part where I guess there's technically a guitar duet, and one guitar is playing in one ear and the other guitar is playing in the other ear. That's super cool. But yeah, if you're having a bad day, maybe make a playlist for songs to cheer you up. Throw this sucker on in there. And number is ironically number 1, which is weird. But yeah, this song's about kind of self-worth. So the meaning and the sound of it, 4.8. The music portion of it is it's just different. I'm not going to say it's bad, but the drums in it is just a little different, which I'm usually a fan of, but it just gets 4.3 out of 5. Still good. Reminder, still good. But it's just a little different. So the total was 9.1, but very good self-worth song. Definitely the meaning is max. Sounds really cool. So yeah, number 1, total is 9.1. Then number 6, Easy Come, Easy Go. This is another song that I'm assuming is about someone that passed away. There's a line about having cancer of the bone, which I think is leukemia, maybe? Potentially. Don't quote me on that. So the meaning is another max, but there's not really much of the music that it entails, but as far as meaning goes, it's kind of a song to remember someone who's gone. So meaning, vocals wise, is max. There's just not much music, like the musical side of things. I think they probably did that to make sure you focus on the meaning of the song, kind of similar with Wrecked. So this song, Easy Come, Easy Go, 8.9. You cope with losing someone by listening to music, this would be a good song to listen to. Now the 7th track is Giants. Now this one, if you're wanting to expand your musical taste, this is one that you can dip your toe in, because it's different. I'll tell you that. It's kind of one of those songs that, I mean, it doesn't really sound like any other song. Like, you can't really compare it to anything else. It's got a good deep meaning, so that's why vocals are pretty high at 4.4. There's a few like screamo parts that I'm not the biggest fan of, but I can deal with it. And like the feel, it's one of those songs that you gotta listen to a couple times to kind of get what they're. So music is a 4.6 because I've listened to it a lot. Maybe the first time that would be down at like a 4, but it's kind of grown on me. But yeah, total is at a 9. But if you want to just try something new, if you want to just see if you're into some, I don't want to say weird because that's kind of bad, but different music. Maybe just try the 7th track Giants out. And now, number 8 is It's Okay. Meaning and sound for vocals, both max. I love this song. It's another song if you're just feeling bad, put it into that feel good playlist. It'll pump you right back up. Great meaning. Music is just at a 4.9 because it's a little lacking. I don't want to be just throwing out 10s, but you're hearing a good bass line in the song. So yeah, if you're into bass playing, give that song. And if you're into coping with some sadness, I'm sure it'll cheer you right up. Number 9, Dull Knives. As you can see, total's an 8.5. It's a little dark, which I'm sometimes, I'm kind of iffy on the darkness. And then the sound of the vocals was just a little off for me. It kind of goes everywhere. But so vocals are a 4 out of 5, but it's a good rock tune. Good drums, good guitar. So that's why I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 for the music. But total was just 8.5 because vocals just wasn't for me. I mean, I'll still listen to it, listen to the album in full because I like to just go through albums straight. I don't want to skip around and stuff. But yeah, Dull Knives, 8.5. Now, Follow You. Another song that some of you probably heard on the radio, if you listen to the radio. Came out 6 months before the album was released. So it was a two-parter, as you can see by the cover or the art. But Follow You is a good song. Good feel for music and vocals. Good meaning. The only reason it's a 4.9, the bridge is a little different with the vocals. If you guys have heard the song, you probably know. So that's why I give vocals 4.9. And, I gave music 4.9 too because, it's great. Don't get me wrong, but there was nothing that blew me away completely. So that's why total's at 9.8. Still a great song. I'm sure if you guys listen to the radio, you heard it at some point within the last 5 or 6 months. And then the second part of the 2-part release, I guess, is what they did. Cutthroat. Now this is one of those that's kind of the darker side, but I can kind of deal with it. It's more, there's some screamo parts, I guess. But the music portion, 5 out of 5. Love the music portion. Very cool parts with gear sounds, and it's very, very cool music. 4.6 out of 5 is, if I had to break it up at 2.5 out of 2.5, it would be like a 2.3 each for the meaning and this overall sound of the vocals. Because I'm not the biggest fan of screamo, but I'll still listen to it. And then the lyrics wise, it's a little dark, so that's why those 0.2 are off that portion, but total is still at a 9.6. And then is No Time for Toxic People. As you can probably tell by the title, pretty good meaning for a song. You can probably tell what it's about. Very good music of the song. The meaning is probably at the max 2.5, quote unquote. Sound is it's still good, obviously, but that takes it down to 4.8. Yeah, very good song, very good meaning. If you feel some type of way about somebody, maybe listen to the song and maybe it'll make you get over those feelings that you're having. So yeah, 9.5 for No Time for Toxic People. And the last song, One Day. I guess one of two, technically, like love songs. So very good meaning. I really like the sound of it. The Towards the end of it, the last chorus is very, very cool. Um, they do a thing where they're all singing different parts and stuff. Really cool. Music is just a little to be desired because I think they were going for making sure the meaning and the sound of the vocals were the focal point. Wow, that was really confusing. But yeah, music was just a little to be desired, but the vocals very good in the song, very good. So now at the end of every one of these Rate That Album episodes, we'll just kind of recap the ranking. As you can see, Lonely at number 1, It's Okay at 2, and then tied for 3rd was Follow You and Wrecked. Tied for 5th, technically, I guess, was My Life and Cutthroat. And 7 was No Time for Toxic People. 8 was One Day. 9 was Monday. Wow, that rhymed. 10 was number 1. 11 was Giants. 12, Easy Come, Easy Go. 13, Dull, Nice. The average is 9.42. So this is kind of the point where, if you guys want to rank it, feel free. Maybe in the comments you can also say, my average was blank, 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 blank. And it's fine if we disagree because music is very opinion based. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys interact in the comments. Give me some more albums to do. I have a few in mind, but yeah, and I don't care if it's current albums, if it's really long ago albums, because music will be impactful forever. I think that makes sense. So yeah, there's Mercury-Act 1 of Rate That Album. Hope you guys enjoyed, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to comment. And yeah, that'll do it. So until I see you guys again, which might not be until this weekend or potentially next week, go enjoy some, if you're into it, March Madness. I guess currently playing maybe. So I'm gonna bounce and go get invested in that again. Feels like it's been forever since we've been able to watch those games. So yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful weekend if I don't see you guys again. And I'll for sure see you next Tuesday, probably. But yeah, hope you guys have a good weekend.